So, are we stupid? So today I saw these two videos about the supposed leaks about Black Ops 6, and I thought today I would shed a light on how absolutely ridiculous these are.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, the downfall of Black Ops 6 is already here, as every single Zombies map has now been leaked for the game, and we already know what Call of Duty Zombies 2025 is going to be with 4 maps. So
okay, off the rip, the funniest thing about these leaks is the fact that they're all followed by the parentheses rumored, because they aren't even leaks, they're rumors, bro. They're based around asset names. These are not the code names of the maps. These assets mean literally nothing. Like, what are we talking about?
this is, I think, where we are going to see the massive tie-in with the Chaos story. Obviously, I got to give a big shout out here to Mr. Dalek JD, because he's already shown what this map is going to be like in Avalon.
He's showing what the map could look like. This is what I hate the most about videos like this, is that they always talk in absolute terms. Like, they will see a stupid rumor that was started by the gaming revolution of all people and then present it like it's fact. Like, this is ridiculous.
I honestly think that they put out the majority of the best content for Black Ops 6 right at the beginning, and unfortunately since that point we will now just be continuously getting variations of Liberty Falls for the rest of the Black Ops 6 life cycle, which is extremely disappointing.
This is all rumored. Holy shit, Lex, you are so stupid. These are assets. They are right fucking there. If you want to talk about how you don't want these rumors to be true, I understand. But how many times do I need to say to stop shitting on something when we know nothing about it? Learn your lesson from Black Ops 6 pre-launch. Like, it's the same shit all over again. It's ridiculous. And like, he does mention some good points in this video, like how it's stupid they removed the shock charge strat from the Terminus speedrun, which I entirely agree with. It's like if they patched the staff skip on Origins in Black Ops 2. They did patch it in BO3, which is also why the majority of the speedrunning scene is still on the BO2 version of Origins. My problem with this video is not him criticizing Treyarch, but it's him criticizing Black Ops 6 based on rumors. These aren't even leaks, they're just fucking rumors based on 2 assets in the game. Like, it's just ridiculous. I shit on the game myself. I genuinely dislike certain aspects of it 100%, but I played the game and I know how these features work. I have experienced what I'm talking about, but I can't say the same for you. So next up is this video by Expert Fusion. Now, unlike Lex, I have actual respect for him, and honestly, this video has a lot more value to me than Lex's because he does actually talk about a lot more. It's more about him actually having concerns with how the game will go and not just acting like it's all doomed for the game. Like, he talks about how he's pretty bored with the game as it is currently, and I totally agree. I genuinely just don't want to play Black Ops 6 that much right now, as the game is just not as replayable as something like BO2. And can we give him a round of applause for shitting on this point system? Like, fuck yeah.
And at least for me, I think this is due to a couple different factors. First of all, the overall gameplay loop of Black Ops 6, it's really good in small amounts. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with the gameplay loop when you're just playing every now and then, but trying to actively play again and again and again, I just feel like each match gets so repetitive, mainly in the early rounds. And I know some people will argue that Zombies has always been like that, but I don't really feel that way. If I go back to a map like Origins, you have a lot of options with how you're going to play a map like Origins. And I think a big part of that is honestly the point system. The point system plays a big role in variety game to game, whether it's what gun you use or just overall how many points you're earning and how fast you're earning those points and how fast you're getting through the map. Like, all of that changes game to game, and I think it's very interesting. Whereas in BO6, you're pretty much getting through the map at the same point every single time you play. And of course, you could use other loadout weapons. I'm not always using the same gun, but still, the guns all kind of have the same purpose and they don't really feel that different from one another, especially in the earlier rounds. So it just kind of feels less interesting to me.
Plus, like me, he's been playing a lot of Infinite Warfare like an absolute fucking Chad.
So basically the point here isn't that we're not getting enough maps for Zombies, because obviously that's not the case. You know, 3 maps at this point in the life cycle is very normal. Actually, it's more than usual. So the solution shouldn't just be to add more maps. I see a lot of people saying we just need more maps, we need more maps. What we need is more maps that have more depth to them, that have more replayability to them, that have more uniqueness to them. That is what we need. And it doesn't have to be a bunch of more maps. Honestly, I would rather take 2 more maps that are very in-depth, very high quality, have a lot of insane stuff to them, over like 4 maps that are all going to be kind of on the same par as the Black Ops 6 maps. And this isn't saying anything negative about the Black Ops 6 maps themselves, at least when it comes to Terminus and Citadel. I love these maps. They're my favorite 2 maps since Ancient Evil. Like, they are really fun and enjoyable. But the thing is that they just really don't compare to a lot of the Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, and even Infinite Warfare maps. And even so far as to the point where I'm kind of liking Citadel less over time. Like, I actually would drop it a little bit in my ranking over the past couple weeks, because if a map can't keep me invested for like a few months at least, then I feel like it's maybe not as good as I originally thought it was.
So I do agree somewhat, but I genuinely think it's the formula of the game that needs to be changed. I genuinely don't like loadouts. I don't like salvage and rarities. I don't like the point system. I don't like the fact you spawn with armor. Like, all these different things that make the formula really fucking dull. I feel like every match of Black Ops 6 I play is pretty much the same, especially because I'm never really interacting with something like the box. Because why would I ever really waste my points on it? There's really not a lot of match variety in this game, and it's because of the modern formula. So honestly, I find the root of the problem to be that, not necessarily the maps. Honestly though, this was really the only part of the video I find worth talking about. He at the end of the day is just concerned, and honestly so am I, but I'm certainly not gonna shit on it until we get the fucking maps. Like, I don't understand how hard that is to ask, but hard to ask for quality and respect when it's coming out of a fucking grifter, but what do I know? The last thing I want to talk about before this video ends was just the AI situation, and basically the majority of some of the problems that are currently going on with Black Ops 6. Like, for example, like the fact that they had to get on Twitter and publicly apologized for making a stupid patch is just fucking crazy to me. And then the AI shit, like, I have had so many people ask me to talk about this, and honestly, I just don't think my opinion is like that crazy. Like, yeah, I think every person can get behind me and agree all together as a community that AI is not something that should be replacing voice actors. These people with a SAG after a fucking movement or whatever, like, they should be allowed to work here. They should have AI protections. They should be safe in their fucking jobs, but they're not. And now we lost Julie Nathanson, and it's fucking sad. And if we lose Nolan North, I'm gonna be pissed, gonna be honest. Like, these are voice actors that I like. Now, some of the replacements I think are better, like Pex. I think Peck's replacement voice actor is better than the old one. I also think Gray's voice actor is better than the old one, but Samantha is gonna sound worse. Samantha's gonna sound worse. Nolan North is gonna sound, or Richtofen would sound worse if they replaced him. I'm not a fan of this shit. I'm not a fan of AI slop, and I don't think that we should be supporting that, obviously. But I just thought I'd add that as like a little tidbit near the end of the video. But anyway, bye.
I'm sitting up from magazine with me not fell in love. I fell in love with me not fell in love. Sitting up from magazine with me not fell in love. I get put down and come. I get put down and come. I get put down and come. I get put down and come.